Chicago has lots of sights to see, from stunning architecture to world-class museums. And here's the essential hint for seeing Chicago. Look up. After all, the skyscraper was invented in Chicago. The Sears Tower capped a century of building tall in 1973. A great first stop for visitors is the Sears Tower Skydeck, where on a clear day you can see forever.
From up here, you can see a total of 4 states with a visibility that often exceeds 50 miles in any direction.
All this was almost wiped off the face of the earth in 1871 when Mrs. O'Leary's cow is said to have kicked over a lantern and started the Great Fire of Chicago. One place survived the fire, however, the original water tower, which had been completed 2 years earlier in 1869. Built of stone, the fire scorched it, but it survived. It was designed to bring indoor plumbing to downtown Chicago. Meet Sue, the biggest and most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex in the world. Every one of her 200 fossilized bones is on display here. After spending 67 million years in the ground, she spent the last decade in the Field Museum, the closest place you'll ever come to a real-life Jurassic Park. No one ever comes away from the Field Museum unchanged.
Who would ever think you'd look at a dinosaur and say, now that's a beautiful dinosaur, but she is gorgeous. And I would say just make sure you put it on your list of not to miss when you come to Chicago.
Another don't miss in Chicago is Navy Pier, a holiday destination since 1916. This is an exact replica of the first Ferris wheel. Made of steel by George Ferris in 1893, it's 264 feet high, which is just right for a city that's always been looking up. When you get tired of looking up in Chicago, consider looking down, specifically to the town's underworld history. Tommy Gunn's Garage.
It's a Roaring 20 speakeasy. Back in 1929, you come to the back door with a password. I mean, there's a gangster and a flapper. We do dinner and a show, a lot of fun.
Fabled in movies and TV and detective fiction, Chicago's Gangland past is now dinner and a show, a sort of continuing costume party. It's massive buildings and elevated trains and people aplenty enjoying themselves. It's historic theaters and stimulating music and a lot going on overhead. Plan carefully. The one thing Chicago doesn't have, enough time to see it all.